Laynie and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I am so glad that you are here, and if you're returning to my channel, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm really excited about today's video because it has been so long since I've done a true tutorial. Before we dive into today's video, we gotta do the question of the day. Today's question of the day came to me actually the first thing when I woke up this morning, you guys. I think about my channel a lot, but seriously, it was like I woke up and for some reason this was a question that came to mind, and I was like, I've got to ask my Lash fam about this, because like 2 years ago I was chatting with some coworkers at a place I used to work. I don't even know how this conversation came up, but it was about washing your bed sheets. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't feel like I am the best about washing my sheets on the regular. But I was shocked by some of their answers about how often they wash their bed sheets. So you guys, we're going to spill some tea. We're going to dive on into the nitty gritty, the embarrassing topic of how often do you wash your bed sheets? You guys, my legit answer, and I don't know how many people are going to be freaked out by this and how many people are going to be impressed. I wash my sheets at least once a month. That's going to be at the minimum once a month, maybe twice a month, but it's going to get done every month. Every month. Some of my coworkers, you guys, they go months. No judgment, you do you. I mean, some people only shower right before bed so they don't think it's a big deal to go longer. Some people are not like us and have a pet that sleeps with them. Our dog sleeps with us. That is one main reason why I'm washing those sheets. Plus I change out my pillowcases like every other week, but I wash my actual sheets at least once a month. How often do you guys wash your bed sheets? Don't sugarcoat it. Don't lie. Spill the tea, you guys. Leave it down below. I don't know about you, but I love the look of a glossy lid. Like, I am obsessed with how it looks. I just watched a video of Joe Jonas and Priyanka, and she had the glossy lid, and I was like enamored. I was like, oh my gosh, her lids look so beautiful. But I cannot do the whole sticky, tacky feeling on my lid for even like 5 minutes, let alone all day, because let's be real, so many of us aren't wearing stuff to the red carpet or for an interview. We are wearing it to work, and we are wearing it all day long, and I could not wear a sticky lid all day long, but I love the look of a glossy lid, and I have discovered the easiest way, also an affordable way, and a non-sticky way to get the look of a glossy lid without that gross, sticky feeling. So if you want to see me accomplish this look and a glossy lid, then just keep watching. So taking whatever foundation, concealer I have left on my sponge that I got ready with, I'm going to pat it over my lid. I've already done my whole base, just because we want a nice even lid, no veininess, no discoloration, because a glossy lid to me is all about a natural lid, but it looks glossy. And then I always go in with a little bit of translucent setting powder, just because I have the creasy eyelids, I've got hooded eyes, and it is real easy for everything to start really creasing up on me. And that is why I don't put more concealer on my lid and then blend it in with a sponge. I just use what's left on my sponge because I want the thinnest coat, and I'm really working the powder in. I know this looks kind of weird to do so much, but again, I want the thinnest little amount of coverage so that it doesn't get creasy on me. Now, if you have really discolored lids, really veiny lids, you might need to apply concealer directly to the lid and pat it out, but for my eye type, that will just get so creasy on my lid. The other thing I have already done off of camera, because it takes a little bit for it to set, I got this little eyebrow and clear mascara duo from e.l.f. It's an e.l.f. product. I wish I got some PR. But it's super cheap and affordable, and I'm just going to be real with you guys. I see absolutely zero point of ever wearing clear mascara. What is the point? I mean, really? I don't get it. So I just use it as another form of eyebrow gel, and so before I get ready, I take the clear mascara end and I brush my brows upward, and then I just let it dry while I do my base, because I want to get almost kind of that boy brow vibes to go with the glossy lid. I just think those are the most compatible. They look really kind of high-end and really chic together. And I find if I just let this sit and then do my brow pencil, I can kind of get that more bushy brow effect. Obviously, You don't have to do this step. It's just an extra step. If you just want that straight up natural lid and a glossy finish, forget this. But my eye, to me, when I have a full face, if I don't put anything in the crease, it looks so flat and one-dimensional. I need some shaping to my eyeball area. So I'm going to go in with the same bronzer that I used on my face. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer in 100. I'm literally obsessed with this. And I'm just going to take my M573 and buff it right around my eye, right in that crease area, and just picking up a little bit more product each time. I don't want to make this too dark because I don't really want you to be able to tell I have something in my crease. Like, I don't want it to look like, oh, you went in with eyeshadow in your crease. No, I'm just trying to form a little bit of dimension. I'm just using a swirling motion with the brush. Everything just looks out of place if I don't put a little bit under the eye too. And I'm not loving that brush for it. It is too stabby. So I'm going to go in with the Lexi 213T. This is one of my favorite under eye brushes. It's just flat enough and just fluffy enough. And I'm just putting a little bit more bronzer underneath. I just feel like it brings more life to the eye. Okay, now here is the fun. Here is the trick. Here is the affordable product that saved the day for me when it came to a glossy lid, because like I said, I cannot do a gloss. It is the Kathleen Lights ColourPop New Pigment in Maiden. You guys, this totally has changed the game for me because it's so easy. Using the ColourPop E3, just scooping up some like it's a little mini shovel, tapping it into the lid. For some reason, my camera overheated. But I did make my DIY paint trick. So, I've got my little bit of fairy dust in here. That's what it looks like. And it is the Maiden. And I've got my MAC Fix Plus. Just do a little, start small, little squirt of Fix Plus in the cap. Take the brush, swirl it around. You don't want it to be too dry. You want it to be a little bit on the runny side for the glossy lid. So I'm going to add just like a little tiny bit more. Mixing it around, mixing it around. That looks pretty darn good. Let me see. So like that. And then I just get a good coat on my brush here. And here is where we have fun. So, the main thing for me is to really catch the light with the glossy lid. I really keep it pretty centered. I don't really go all the way in or all the way out. I keep it really centered on the lid. And I just do little patting, pulling motions. And I work it up to the very start of my crease. And I don't want any real super defined shape. Then on the edges with my finger, I'm going to pat it out. I'm just going to tap over to kind of push it into the lid, tap out the edges. I feel like I need a little bit more glimmer to get the look I want. So I'm going to spray a little bit more Fix Plus in here. I'm not going to pick up more product because now I'm going to make it wetter. So I didn't pick up any more product. Hopefully you can see that. It's very sheer in there. My brush is pretty darn wet. Like when I press down in there, a little bit of moisture comes out of the brush. And just going to, again, really pat it on the center and then tap out the edges. But I just want to keep most of the product right here on the center. And I got a little bit more definition at the top than I actually wanted to. So I'm going to lay down a little bit more. And then I'm just going to pat it out. I'm not even going to pick up more bronzer. I'm just going to use the little bit that's left on the brush and just very gently lay it on the outer edge. Okay, now let's talk about how to finish the look. For me, that's a little bit of eyeliner and eyebrows. So you can use black eyeliner, you could use brown eyeliner, whatever tickles your fancy. I'm going to use a little bit of black. And I'm only going to put it right on the lash line, as close to the lash line as possible. Because I don't want to take up any of my lid space. But I really want the gloss to stand out. I wore this look the other night with fake eyelashes and it was cute, but like you really couldn't appreciate the glossy look because because of the lashes. And now I'm just using the Luxie 221 and just smoking out that liner. Then I'm not even going to pick up more product. I'm just going to take what's left on my brush and just work it in the lower lash line. I really think the best look with this is kind of that boy brow, like I said before. And I'm going to use a combination of my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, which is a favorite. It's $2, and the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I have mentioned this is not my favorite, but it will do the trick. So, I have been not actually, for this look, not shaping my brow. Usually I do a line on the bottom and the top and really get that shape. For this, I'm going to do all hair-like strokes, and I don't want it to be fully, thickly filled in. Whoa, that's very loud. Hair-like motion to get the outer third filled in because this is a little bit on the chunky side. Then I go in with this one, which I wish was just a little bit softer, but it will work. And really pull the hairs up and kind of out in the front. And then I always add a little bit more shape right out here. Kind of create that arch. Then a little bit down here. Having the brow gel in first, I really feel like helps me with getting that kind of full, imperfect, kind of boy brow look. I wish I had like a fibery brow gel, but I don't right now because that would be so cool to pop on over top to really give it that very va-va-voom fluffy brow. So I'm going to finish the other eye off camera, throw on some mascara, and then I will show you the finished look. So here's the finished look, and I went with the totally minimalist, like I said, kind of chic look, but you could play this up. You could do full-on drama, you could smoke it out, you could throw on a red lip. Like, there's so many ways to wear this. So don't feel like you have to do the minimalist look. I just feel like this is such a simple way to get a glossy lid without having to deal with the aggravation of having that sticky lid feeling all day long. Let me bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what it really looks like. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It has been a hot minute since I did a tutorial, and I've been wearing this on the regular recently. And finally the other night when I put this look together, I was like, hold up. Why am I not sharing these details with my Lash family? So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Just click that button. Just click it. And before we close out the video, I have to do my shout out of the day. Today's shout out of the day is Ann Holtzclaw. She actually commented on one of my throwback videos. It has been a hot minute. Let's see, when was this video even posted? You guys, it's hard to believe I have been doing this so long. Back in 2016. So she commented on one of my older videos and said, "You are hilarious." Oh my gosh, Ann, thank you so much. I seriously am so glad that I could make anybody laugh. I don't really put myself in the funny category, but I guess I'm not funny. Anyways, I'm so glad that I was able to put a smile on your face, and I'm so glad that you were here. And yeah, you guys, that is everything. And as always, you guys, please try to stay positive, because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.